Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Doorshutter coming back to you with episode 25 of Skyfactory 1. And today I was kind of looking into apotheosis? Apotheosis? I don't even know. Um, Basically, what this mod does is it actually revamps enchanting. Um, so I've kind of just been looking at it, and it's kind of confusing. I think I've got the gist of it, but I'm not 100% sure. Um, so now you have the ability to enchant over level 30, and for some reason the shears are now the same thing. I'm not 100% sure. Anvils have been changed. So I was looking at these different levels, and they actually tell you what they are. This one just measures quality, so you can get more rare enchantments commonly. Variance in enchanting, and measures the strength, so the level you actually can get. And so I'm looking at this, and you got like the hell shelf and the hell shelf glowing hell shelf thing here, which requires hell infusion, which I'm not 100% sure how to get at all. Um, you can then, each one of these has different variations. Like this one increases Eternia plus 1.5 up to 22.5. Now this one, these ones actually down here, because there's different tiers apparently. There's like C shelf, there's then N shelf, and there's like B shelf, moon, melon shelf, and yeah, there's quite a few of these. So I was actually looking at this one, but of course you need Dragon's Breath, which is you need to go to the end. So it's kind of just like this is kind of annoying. This mod is not that fun, I would say. It's interesting, right? It is kind of cool, but it requires you to basically push enchanting to the very end of the game. Like, you have to kind of go to the nether, which makes sense, blah, blah, blah. You have to make potions, then you have to, kill blazes, and you have to enchant. It kind of just makes it a lot more tedious than I was actually thinking. Because, I would just love to enchant. I don't want to just make, a ton of stuff, because I thought, oak bookshelves would be normal, blah, blah, blah. I kind of thought that I would actually be able to do some decent enchanting and stuff, and it doesn't seem like that's the case, right? So I don't know if I'm gonna really be worry about enchanting. I think I'm gonna tear this down real quick. I don't really care about the loss of planks, but I think that means we need to get into Tinker's Construct, right? So we have somewhat gotten into that. Of course, we've made a smeltery and all of that jazz, but I think it's time to make another one. All right, so let's get some seared bricks. I think I might need a little bit more. So let's make some grout. Right, so we want some just normal grout. We're just gonna go smelt this in here. Actually, let's just do this. All right, let's go here, do this, and then do this, and then do this. Right, let's let this go for that. We also need to throw in this one, and in here we can actually just throw the redstone furnace into there, and we can make some seared bricks. Okay, we actually don't have that clay registered, right? So let's go grab some of that. I have kind of just been working a little bit around the base, trying to get a few more things up and going. Of course, that just takes time. So, not too much. We can actually throw a lot of this stuff in here as well. Let's go for quite a few bricks, might as well. So, as you can see, I've actually made an extension to the platform. Again, I've just added a few farms. I have one mushroom over here, just because why not? He's chilling. I didn't put drawers on this, by the way, last episode. Or whenever I made this. I don't remember if it was last episode, honestly. I'm kind of, I kind of forget what I did last episode. But yeah, so this is down. I did run pipes and everything to make sure we are pushing seeds. We've got silicone essence and all that jazz. This is still going. I did change this up a little bit, so we now have a, drawer full of wool, just because might as well, so we don't waste it, kind of thing. So that's pretty good. And then over here, I actually did change up this, and here's a chunk loader, by the way. I wanted to see if this would make any difference. So we've chunk loaded this major region, basically. There's some of the other part of the base chunk loaded, but we're worried about this. And if you click on these, by the way, you can actually load and unload and all that fancy jazz. And then I did go ahead and make another mob crusher thing here. This is still cruising. I've changed these item transfer nodes into ender chest, just because why not? They are a little bit more convenient, and of course I use pink wool, so we're using it in a pink channel. And then down there is the entangled block, which is connected to the diamond chest. And everything is being funneled into the diamond chest still. So that is basically the gist of everything that I think I've done. I might have done a little bit more, but who knows. Anyway, let's get to crafting this. I'm not 100% sure where I want to place this. I didn't really think of that, honestly. I probably will move it nevertheless, so we'll just place it somewhere for right now. You know what? We have like a giant open space here. Might as well just put it right here, right? Alright, so let's go into the floor. Should probably use a pickaxe to make this faster. Also, I don't know if I ever really mentioned it, by the way, like, the reason I'm able to just punch through cobblestone and like several other types of blocks is because of an artifact I have on my character. It's this thing right here, I'm pretty sure. Increases the wearer's mining speed and base mining level. So I basically can just punch anything I want, and it will basically gather it now, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but yeah, if you ever just see me punching cobblestone and stuff like that, it's not because I'm crazy, it's because I can do that. I don't think I ever mentioned that, and all of that fancy jazz. So yeah, you can see I just, plow through it now, which is awesome. Alright, we'll place that there. So we actually need a controller. So we need the seared heater again. Alright, let's go actually upstairs here. I think we still have some coal in here, so that's good. What is taking this so long? Are they still making the seared bricks? Am I still cruising on those? Yes, we are. Okay. Now I'll be right back. Also, a quick side note. We have like 17 million cobblestone. Just so you guys know. Just kind of, updating you on that. It's kind of still cruising. You can see it kind of flashing over here. Actually, what I need to do is take a key and then take a piece of cobblestone so that stops flashing. Because I don't know if that'll cause like rendering issues or anything, but I don't want to test it, so we're just going to lock it, throw a piece of cobble. Alright, oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. And those will stop the flashing. But yeah, we have 17.4 million, and that's pretty awesome. Alrighty, so we're just going to grab a few other things. I quickly made the controller here. Grabbed a drain, couple drains, couple faucets, or just a table and a basin here. We also need a tank, which I believe the recipe for that is this. Okay, and then we'll also need the ender tank. Which we want white wool for instead of pink. Alrighty, so now we should be able to come down here, take the Smeltry Controller, do that. We can do this here, do this. We can just right click on that. Actually, let's no, that's good. That's a good spot. Alright, let's build another layer here. Alrighty. So what we want to do is then add a seared drain. Doesn't matter which way these face, by the way. They actually are all the same side, basically. If you see that this isn't orange, by the way, like that centerpiece isn't orange, means it's actually working. So since I knocked out that controller, it means it's not an active structure, which means it closes the drain, which is just a cool little thing to tell you, hey, we're working, it's able to actually be used right now. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you can pull liquids out of any side, but of course, you know, it's kind of more difficult to do that whenever you have blocks on top of it. So you can't put anything inside of it, of course, and all that fancy jazz, but you know. Alright, so we'll do casting table, casting basin, faucet, and that is a successful creation of a smeltery. I'm actually going to move the controller up one block, move this over one block. Let me grab my magnet here. I also didn't make the rest of this a premium chest plate. I'm kind of waiting on that due to the fact that I don't have a lot of diamonds. So yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off on that for a few until I actually know I have enough. But yeah. Alrighty, so let's make some manulin. So man, I don't remember how to spell it fully. Okay, so YU. Alright. So we actually don't need to really make this in a smeltery, for say. We can if we want to, but I think I want to do the induction smelter. But we do need this to actually form the things down into actual pieces, so like tool parts and stuff like that. We do need that. But for this, we don't really need the smeltery, so we can just throw this into the alloy part of that. And we can get some manulin. Let's just go for 64. We probably have plenty of stuff in there, so if we look at debris, scraps, right? We have 860, so yeah, we're decent. We can actually just spend a little bit on making some manulin here. And that should just be cruising over here. It looks like we actually just completed it, so we look back at man. We got 64 manulin, and I think we actually might need blazing blood to smelt this down. Yeah, so it looks like we actually need blazing blood for smelting this. So let's actually get that real quick. I think what we can do is actually grab another ender tank. Alright. We can do an all pink one. That's actually quite decent. I'll take that. And we can actually extract the blazing blood out of the current system. Alright, so we can just go over here. Let's just say we set this. I don't know if we can actually do anything with this, so we might need to break this up here. Alright, let's grab a fluid pipe. Then we can actually grab a pipes upgrade. We'll just go with an ultimate, might as well. Okay, and we should actually be able to just place it like down here. That's fine. Put it there. Grab a pipe wrench. Alright, and we can just hit that. And then the ultimate upgrade. We can just throw that in here. And we can actually grab another crucible. Cauldron, not a crucible, cauldron. And we can actually grab another ender tank. Okay, pink will do just fine. And let's actually grab another tank for seared. Right? Just because we don't want to, you know, worry about the lava. We can actually just, you know, move that for a second here. Honestly, we don't actually really need to use lava at all. So the difference between lava and blazing blood for the smeltery is the temperature. So blazing blood has a higher overall temperature, which allows for you to smelt more things, right? So manulin and things like that. So what we're going to do is actually we're just going to put a whole bunch of manulin inside of this. And we're going to get like pickaxe heads, axe heads, things like that, right? We also will need some gold. So we can just take some gold. I'm just going to grab a couple blocks. And I'll throw this in here. The reason I want gold, by the way, is because we actually need to make the casts. If you don't know how Tinkers works, basically there is a ton of different tool parts in this. You can see that there's some here. There's more here, more. And basically you just need a cast with the molten type in there, and that's all fancy. So actually what we need to also do is actually grab some basic stuff and kind of backstep a little bit here. So let's look at Tinkers. So we need a Tinker's Station. So let's make like a stack of those. That's fine. So Tinker's Station, part builder. I don't think we can actually just grab an anvil real quick too. Which one do I want? Kind of want iron. Okay, copper. Let's just look at anvil then. Or what is this called? Yeah, anvil is the right name. Okay. Why are these all like super expensive ones, right? That's fine. Let's just go with Invar. Right, there we go. Okay, so let's go just put this right here. We've got the part builder and the Tinker's Station. I think the Tinker's Station is the one we don't really need because that is actually just a less complicated version of this one. So let's just throw that away. Let's grab a part. Let's just look at chest, actually. There's a few we can actually grab here. So a Tinker's Chest, which I'm not 100% sure what that one is. I think it's new. Part chest and a cast chest, which is very good. And all we need to do is come in here. You can actually right click and left click, I believe. Okay, so it's just left click on the actual molten, you want to actually pour out. So we're going to do that with the gold. We're just going to come over here and we're going to get a blank cast. All right. So then we can actually get that casting chest. So there's a Tinker's chest, a cast chest, and a part chest. I don't really know what the Tinker chest really is. Apparently you can throw items in it. Okay, we don't really need that one then. Alrighty. So we actually need some stencils. Wooden patterns, not stencils, whatever. Alright, anyway, throw these in here and we need a tool handle. So let's grab some cobblestone here. Alright, so we can throw this in here, and we can get, for example, a tool handle, a tool binding, a pickaxe head, a large plate, a tough handle, a small blade, a small axe head, a small broad axe head, a broad blade, and a hammer head. I won't be getting the repair kit because I don't really need that, but we're actually going to make a cast for every single one of these real quick, which I don't know if I put enough gold in there, but we will see. Alright, so this one. And also this does destroy the actual middle piece. So, just so you guys know, don't throw anything too valuable in here. It's not the best idea. Just use like stone or something that's, equivalent to that. And you should be good. Also, a quick side note, you can see that the actual molten gold is the one being poured because you see here, and you also can see here, that would be manulin or, a different color. And then you've got the gold color, so that's pretty cool. Just so you guys know, so you don't really have to second guess yourself kind of thing. So I love that. That's a really nice just little feature for this mod. Alright, we're almost done here. And we're done. Now we have all of these cast. We can actually just throw them in here. If you actually just right click on that, by the way, yeah, you can see that I inserted that accidentally. Really didn't mean to do that. That was not intentional, but that's fine. Alrighty, so now we need to get some tools, right? So I think what I want to do first is make a pickaxe head. Let's see. So pickaxe, and let's go for an axe. And let's also go for... Actually, I think that's it. I think that's all I want to do. For now. We'll have to figure out the tool bindings and stuff in a second. Let's change that from gold to manulin. Alrighty. And we'll go for this one. Alright, there we go. So now we need to figure out what we want to put these on, right? So I think the best bet is if we look at Tinkers. Okay, and we look at tool bindings for a second here. Alrighty, so currently I'm actually hunting down a certain book, but the problem is there's a lot of books in Tinkers, and I'm not 100% sure which one I actually need. So we're currently taking a normal book. I put a seared brick in here, just one seared brick in here, and we're going to throw this on top of a book. This will get us the mighty smelting book. Currently what I'm actually looking for is a list of like the tool bindings and stuff, but I'm not 100% sure. The problem is they're everywhere basically, because you have here you have tier 3 materials. Here I'm pretty sure you have like tier 1 materials, and here you have tier 2, and then here you have tier 4. So you have tons and tons of tiers of materials, right? So that is something that's really cool, but it also gets kind of confusing. You can see here, this is what I'm actually looking for. So on tool bindings, you can see there's like Overlord. Tool takes some of the durability as new overslime subjects. Tools consume overslime instead of durability. Momentum, mining blocks increase your speed as long as you keep going. Insatiable, during combat you deal more and more damage every time you hit an enemy. So that'd be good for like a sword. Tool teleports the holder to mine blocks or killed entity. That would be kind of annoying. Tool deals multiplied damage when you are on fire. And then we can go to like here. We can look at tier 2 materials. Made of the strongest iron. Tool mines faster the deeper you mine. Just don't mine too deep. Tool does bonus damage. So yeah, there's tons and tons of stuff. And there's actually one I was looking for. There's refined. Tool is less likely to take damage. And actually, I think this is the one I want. Because the refined is a really decent idea. But of course, there are tons and tons of materials in here. So it's kind of a little confusing. But I think I want to go with that material. So I don't know about these ones. I was thinking of, there's rose gold. Goes great with a bonus upgrade. So here we could actually look at rose gold. This is the other one I was actually thinking of. Of course, rose gold is 3 copper, 1 gold. So let's grab some copper. I think this is the one I want to go for because upgrades are really important at the end of the day. So I think we're going to go with that. I'm not 100% sure what the axe actually needs. Okay, so it needs a tool binding too. So let's grab a couple more copper, or a triple shot of copper, right? And we will go for a tool binding. Okay, there's one rose gold tool binding. And another one. Alrighty. So now we have that figured out. We actually need to figure out the handle. Alright, so here's how I've actually been looking at the handles, by the way, and stuff. I've kind of been looking at the book, but the reason I was looking at the books is actually because you don't really know what these do unless you look at the book, right? So you can hold shift on these, of course, and actually read about the modifiers and things, which is good. But the tool modifiers, the tool handle binding things, don't have stats. They only have the actual like bonus thing that comes with them. So that's what I was looking at for. So we have enhanced again, but this becomes an issue. Like, do we want enhanced for lower durability or something else, right? So we can see that we have like 1.1 times durability, 0.8. We have tons and tons of just different things. There's one back here. It's like 1.2, 1.1, 0.9. Tons and tons of good stuff. 1.3. A lot of the 1.3s are like the slime type ones actually have a lot of interesting things with them as well. 1.1, just like sturdy iron handle. I think what we can do is probably go with that, right? But the problem is, you can see here is the attack speed is much higher, but the attack damage is much higher. The attack speed is like 0.95, mining speed's in 0.95. You go back up here to this one, it's 1.1 or 1x, 1x, and 1x for all three of those. So it's kind of just like, why would I go with anything else, right? Like, it's kind of weird. So let's see. See, we could take a hit on durability if we wanted like a very fast mining speed. Because this is kind of what we need. We don't really need attack. We need better mining speed. So, that constantaneous stuff, I don't know which one that would be under. So not under that one. Not under that one. Right here. So we can see that this has tools mine faster when in extreme temperatures. That has a really decent mining speed. The bonus is not that great, but the mining speed is actually kind of what we're looking for. So we scroll through here, we can see that this is Cobalt, which actually has a decent durability. It has a decent mining speed. That is awesome. Lightweight tools, incredibly light for its size, allowing you to attack and mine faster. Electrum. So that would actually be pretty cool. It's got a little bit less durability, though. I think Cobalt sounds like the best bet. Right? Like, I don't sound too crazy for that one. So let's go with Cobalt. And the biggest reason I think Cobalt is just because mining speed and stuff, and durability is not less. Manulin is a decent, like, head and stuff, but for the rest of it, it's not really the best, if you couldn't tell. Alright, so let's grab a tool rod cast. Let's go for that. Alright. We'll go for another one here. Alrighty, so we have 2 tools complete. Let's make these. Alright, so this... Oh, let's actually go to the actual tab real quick first. So, Pickaxe. Alright, so we've got our pickaxe. And you can see here the actual total durability, all of the stuff on it as well. Looks like we'll be getting another thing. Piercing. Tool does bonus damage, which attacks through armor. For some reason, we're getting piercing. I'm not 100% sure about that. We also get netherite mining speed, momentum damage, piercing damage. So we'll get 4 upgrades and 1 ability. Alright, I'm okay with that. Alright, so let's go with the axe. Same thing here, netherite. We have enhanced, lightweight, insatiable. Awesome. So there's our tools. Okay. And then you get into the more fun thing, the modifiers. Which book is that in? I've got no idea. So here's abilities. You can see a list of them. Draconic, Gilded, Luck, Unbreakable, Auto Smelt, Exchanging, Expanded, Reach, Silky, Dual Wielding, Melting, Spilling, Bucketing, Fire Starter, Glowing, Pathing, Stripping, and Tilling. So with abilities, you can see here, we only have 1 ability slot, right? So we kind of have to just be like, oh, which one would we want? And of course, there is like the ability to add more, but they are kind of expensive. So you could also just trade it for an upgrade slot if you wanted. Add luck, unbreaking, tons and tons of good stuff on here. But I think what I would want to do, I think, is none of these. I mean, silk would be a nice thing, but I think I'd make another pickaxe for that, honestly. So, like, silky. So, yeah, that wouldn't be too hard, but I think I'd make another pickaxe, and that wouldn't be too difficult to make another one. So, I don't really want to put that on this pickaxe. Reach might not be a bad idea, but I do have that on my chest plate. Luck, we're not really mining ores, so that's a thing. Let's go for a golden apple. Right? I think that's the best bet. Let's take the ability modifier off of this. Right? So let's go do this, and this will remove the ability upgrade. You can see it's no longer there, and we'll get 2 upgrade slots. Alright, so now, what are upgrades? Where are they actually at? That's a question. I think maybe in here. Nope. Maybe in here. Aha, upgrades. I see the books. The books are confusing. Let's see. So, increased durability, mining speed, and attack damage. That sounds pretty cool. Emerald, increased tool durability depending on base durability. Experienced, increased XP gain from blocks and mobs. That'd be good to put on a sword. So what do we do real quick? Here, hold on. So let's grab a single diamond. Actually, let's grab another one of these. Let's grab a couple diamonds. Didn't mean to throw all those on the floor. Let's grab a couple emeralds. Okay. And what we can do, I think, is throw this in here, take the ability slot off of that. We can throw this in here, do a diamond. Throw this in here, do a emerald. So we're up to a 2,000 durability now, by the way. Like you can see that the diamond did 1,812, and throwing an emerald on here does a lot more to it. Of course, we also get the illager damage, which is fine. Like I don't really care about that too much. And then we can do the exact same for this. So diamond, emerald, and if we grab a netherite ingot, apparently, let's grab a couple of these. So this will basically make it stronger. Like that's a really good thing, so I don't have to go and upgrade the, or like, not upgrade them, but repair them as much. So we can see 2,718 to 3,261. That is awesome. Alright, so we have like really durable tools now. So I think in this one, right? So diamond experience would probably be a good thing to put on it sooner or later. We have like reinforcement, overforced. That's pretty cool. Like over slime stuff. Reinforced might be a pretty good idea. Like blasting, haste. Haste would probably be a decent one. Cooling. Fiery, knockback, necrotic. That'd be good for a sword. That would be good for a cleaver, the severing. Slotless modifiers. Overslime, shiny, worldbound. Harmonious. Recapitated adds an upgrade slot single use. So we could actually throw a head on this. Resurrected. We could actually throw a couple slots on this. Okay, so let me grab 2 heads, 2 ender crystals, and 2 book and quills, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so let's see if we can actually put all of these on here. So, manual and pickaxe, creeper head. Okay, so this adds an upgrade. Book and quill adds another upgrade. End crystal. Okay, adds another upgrade. Awesome. So head, book and quill, end crystal. Okay, so we're back up to actually the upgrade slots we had. So that's actually pretty cool. I think what I actually want to do now is look at getting haste on these. I think. Let's see. So haste would be pretty cool. Reinforced might be a good idea. Requires 1 upgrade slot per level. Multiple levels each decrease the chance of the tool taking damage. Chance for durability to not be consumed. Because the ability slot is the unbreaking. So if we do reinforced for now. So iron reinforcement. What is this? So obsidian pane with just iron. So if we grab some obsidian. What I'm actually going to do is actually extract all the manulin out of here first. Alrighty, so the biggest reason I wanted to do that was just to make sure I don't actually lose the manulin. Because some things can, of course, mix inside the smeltery. The foundry is a different story, of course, because nothing can mix in that. But this one, of course, stuff can mix, and I don't really want to, have to worry about that. So, all right, so here we go. So if I do this, and I grab some iron. Actually, let me empty the gold as well. Alrighty, so I've cleared that out. I'm currently smelting down the iron here. And what we'll do, grab the obsidian pane, do this, and that should make an iron reinforcement. And I'm going to make quite a few of these, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so quickly we're going to actually throw 3 of these onto each tool. Okay, and I just did it all at once, so that's awesome. So it actually says 24 would be enough to do all of that. So, okay. So let me throw 3 on here. Let me quickly get the 24 of these. So I'm going to throw a couple more iron ingots in here. Just a couple. And I'm going to go and get everything we need, I guess, because that's kind of excessive. But hey, timer, we don't have anything like that, right? So real quick, let's go wireless redstone. Alrighty, so I have quickly went ahead and made a redstone clock with vanilla redstone and a wireless transmitter to actually cause this thing to automatically output, which we're just going to be making a whole bunch of obsidian panes. And yeah, so every so often this will send a signal telling it, hey, you should try to push. And that's what it's doing constantly. But yeah, it's just 4 redstone repeaters set all the way to 4 ticks. That, and you just I can actually disable this for a second. You just throw a redstone torch down, immediately break it, and you get a redstone clock, which is awesome. And then I put a hopper under here with a chest, and then you can actually just get obsidian panes. And this is here to actually turn off the hopper, by the way, not for anything else really. So yeah, actually I'm going to wrap up the episode. We will continue this next episode. We're probably going to get quite a few more tools. I might do some off camera. I think I've got a general idea of what kind of tool layout I really want. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!